Hello my dear Virgo, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 1st and January 15, 2018 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I have put the astrological information for the month of January in a video of its own that you can check out if you want to. I also want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year or Happy Holidays for anyone that celebrates something else or have a different calendar. So I used the Modern Spellcasters Tarot by Melanie Marquis and illustrated by Scott Murphy. And I opened your deck here and I see the Wheel of Fortune and Queen of Cups. So Wheel of Fortune, it's a little bit like a merry-go-round. It's things that's repeating in your life, and sometimes you might see that as a miracle. Some lost lover coming back, or you are getting a second chance with something that you failed on before, or you weren't able to get exactly what you wanted in that situation. So you're kind of getting a second chance or a million chance or something similar. You have the Queen of Cups here. She is usually Cancer, can be Scorpio and Pisces as well. And it might be you that you are getting a second chance when it comes to something. Probably listen to your intuition. Yes, building a better foundation for yourself when it comes maybe to your emotional, self-esteem, that you are valuing your emotions a little bit better. You can see she has the foot in the water and she has the waterfall here behind, and she also holds the hand over her cup. That's typical for Queen of Cups. She has all of these emotions, but she doesn't let you see, exactly like Queen of Swords doesn't. She sees all this with everyone, but she don't talk about it. So these queens are a little bit secretive with them. Okay, so it might be something here being revealed. So I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Virgo viewers. So my dear Virgos, I saw Knight of Wands and Ace of Swords and the Strength card among else. So it's saying to me that you also had the 6 of Cups, that maybe someone wants to come back and show you that they have changed. It seems like this. I wanted to not... I was thinking yesterday that I say this in all my readings. It's something wrong. I'm not going to say it in tomorrow's readings, and here I am saying the same thing. It seems like someone is coming back, or you are getting a second chance with something, to do something better, or maybe to heal your childhood as well with the 6 of Cups card, because now you're an adult. The Strength card, you're an adult. You can put your own self-respect and authority into things. You don't have to listen to what mommy and daddy says, or make anyone else approve of you. You can be yourself. Okay. So I want my dear Virgo to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So my dear Virgo, let's see what's in store for you the first part of January 2018. Okay, so I will just tune into your reading for a few seconds. So my dear Virgo, this is your future, and this is your now, and this is the past. So the past is probably December, and the past we have 2 of Wands. So it seems like there's a halt in something you are working on. It might be that you have a big dream, or you're hoping for something, a longing for something, but it's like you have shackled yourself. We can see this person has a hand free, but he's still stuck with both his foot and his hand here. And he's talking to the Divine through this bird. So it's like you have halted something that you are doing. Maybe because you wanted to. You used maybe self-control. This might be a depiction of self-control to halt something because it didn't really work, or you didn't see the result that you wanted, and you stopped, and now you're sitting talking with the divine about what's going to be the next step. Two of Wands is like you are flying over a situation, seeing it from above and trying to make a decision where to go next. It's like this sliding doors moment where if you choose the one thing, the other thing will start to wither away, and if you choose that thing, the other option will start withering away. And it's also sometimes people turning their back towards each other. We can hear he's kind of just not looking at us, but still not being maybe so much connection here. Maybe there's some kind of withdrawal. And here you have the now. That's the first part of January 2018, and we have the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords might be the reason to why you have this self-control and holding back. Maybe you are tired of the drama. Maybe you don't want to inflict yourself in another battle, in another conflict. Sometimes we have this, often we have this with our loved ones, or the people at work that we always need to deal with. So these are the people that we buckle up against, and therefore we have conflict with them. And you might feel like you are tired of this in some way, and therefore you are holding back. You're thinking, is this how it should be? Always this bickering and fighting and never getting along. So also it's like you might have started to think, is the people I'm surrounding myself with, are they my worst enemies? Are these like the people that I have these big problems with? Are they really working together with me, or are they working against me? So, and here we have the second part of January, and we have the Eight of Swords. So it still seems, Virgo, like you're almost starting to act like Libra, being stuck and waiting and not being able to take a decision. And yes, Eight of Swords. It's like you're stuck in other people's opinion of you, or in other people's betrayal. It might be this as well. And we see this bull is lying very close to the fire. It's like you, with the Strength card, that you have decided to be strong and stubborn and you know, withstand the pain. With the Eight of Swords, it's like a person is blindfolded. They are tied up both to the arms and to the legs. It's not only the one arm and the one feet. He still has his hands free though, so he still could free himself if he wanted to, but the situation seems to getting worse. So I'm sensing that Virgo is very disappointed with their surrounding, and they feel the Virgo is the teacher. You are the soul teacher. The Hermit card. Okay, so it seems like you are tired on teaching, or you don't bother, or you don't want the fuss, or something similar to that. And Eight of Swords can also be like you have a lot of opinion of a situation, and that is making you stuck, or your thoughts about the situation is making you stuck, because you had both the Five of Swords and Eight of Swords. Swords are thinking. So the first card for you here in the past is Three of Cups. So Three of Cups here, it's almost like a baptizing. It's like finding this soul group, the ones that you really connect with, and you feel this immense love. It's like mother, father, child, or two people and their relationship. So it's two people or more that's building a third thing, love, relationship, a baby. And here we see the celebration of this, how nice it is to feel this kind of belonging to someone. So the Three of Cups is overflowing love, and it's connected to the Empress and the mother, like her ability to give of herself to the surrounding, of Mother Nature being overflowing with abundance. So it's like a treasure. Sometimes people get greedy and they want a lot of this treasure, but we'll see. Yes, Four of Pentacles. This is a person being greedy, but I think it might be like that. Virgo is kind of you are heightening yourself over pleasure. You you withstand pleasure, you say no to pleasure in some way, you don't want it. It's like you are shielding yourself off from the possibility of this deep love connection, or this festivities or celebration, or this coming together. It's mine, I will stay here, I will be solid. And we can see this is earth and this is water, so it might be that you're dealing with a water sign as well. Three of Cups is usually Cancer. And here we have the Judgment. So I'm really thinking you're starting to become rather judgmental, like you're looking at the situation from this above perspective and you're not liking what you see. So you start to put boundaries also towards the people that you really love, that you really feel connection to. But it's probably because of the Five of Swords and the Two of Wands, whatever it is that you're using your self-control to get away from something that was probably really meaningful to you, but in some way it was tainted. So it's like, here's trial by fire. It's a person going through the fire. They're cooking here. One is doing it deliberately and getting the knowledge of it all, and the other person is just not understanding the pain, not understanding why they need to go through this. It's 20, so it's connected to 2, the High Priestess, and 11, Justice. All of these cards is about knowledge, understanding and knowing your situation. So I think you have withhold yourself from a situation, or from your everyday relationship with the people that you love, because you're trying to, it's like you're trying to make some time so you can make a decision, or you want to make some distance between you so you can see things clearly. It might be that the love is getting away for your logic or your clear view. You might love people so much that you let them getting over your boundaries, and here you try to really see what's is really going on. And here we have the Lovers card. So even when you're holding back, even when you have done, it's like you have done what has been asked of you. Don't be in a love relationship or a situation where you feel badly treated. So you used self-control to get away from these love situations. But love is still there, like the big soulmate connection is still there. It's not going anywhere. You have this bond to these people. Good news is probably that they have the same bond to you. And maybe now when you have withdrawn, maybe they can bring you some justice. This is the Justice card. So Judgment, as I said, is connected to Justice and High Priestess, so knowing. So you're seeing this relationship very clearly, both the love that you have for these people, but also what was not working, and what was flawed, and where there was a blockage, and where there were injustices. So these two cards also talk about balance, like it needs to be balanced. Here is a person being like this Three of Cups energy, very outgiving, like giving off. It's like a farmer here, so it's connected to the Empress and giving. And here you have a warrior, and I think it seems like you, Virgo, has taken in a little bit of that warrior energy, or at least the pride of it. Like now you don't longer give your love unconditionally to people that is not doing you the same courtesy, because you want balance. And we can see here her hand is a skeleton hand, and she holds a pomegranate. So it's showing the many lifetimes that she has lived, or showing us the rebirth cycle, dying, being reborn. The pomegranate is a powerful fruit with a lot of seeds, like 61 or 63. I never take my time to check that up. It might vary then maybe. And she has these green clothes, showing this unconditional love that nature has. It's like overflowing. Even if you chop it down, it grows up again. You can chop it down, it grows up again. So this is this energy. But it's like you're starting to defend yourself and have this self-control as the warrior as well. And I think it's going to lead to rotation, I hope. But it will take time, because it's like you're, maybe before you gave a lot of love and then you decided not to because it wasn't received, like you didn't receive it, you just gave it away and you got tired of it probably. And then now it might take time before situations has a certain momentum. So if you have been like spoiling your surrounding with a lot of love and now you don't, so the same situation that you built before has a certain momentum. So we'll see. Here we had the Five of Swords thing in. It's in the first half of January. And here's the Ten of Cups. So again, it's saying that you have a soul group that you belong to. And it was one of my viewers for Pisces, I think, that sent me this song. And I don't remember I don't remember the lyrics right now, but I remember the content. It's a lot on the radio. It's about a person that has, yes, a million reasons to why they should say goodbye and walk away from the relationship, but they want that one reason to stay because the love is so strong. So I think, Virgo, you have said no to something that was very dramatic and faulty and not balanced and not just. But the love is still there. It's not going anywhere. You have both the Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ten of Cups. So it's very strong. It's almost like a marriage. And it might be like a spiritual marriage between you and a group of other people, or just one person. Often it's of course a group, but it might be just one person that you have problem with. And for you, that's cross-watching. Maybe you have a Virgo in your family, or you are together with a Virgo. It might be this what you are doing towards the Virgo as well. So the situation can shift. And also for Virgo, it might be the other way around, that people are doing this towards you. They have put a halt, an end to the relationship, even though they love you, because they don't feel that they feel like it's a one-way street, like they are the only one giving and you are not. So it might be like that. You can turn it into it's a general reading, and it's you can't really see like all Virgos are being like this and all the other are like this. It's not like that. We are more like yin and yang. We are either or of one side of the thing, and the more whole we get, the more balance we are between yin and yang. So here we have the Hermit. I was saying that you, Virgo, are the Hermit, and you usually, like, you are going into aloneness, picking up the knowledge, and then you go out and you preach. But here it seems like you are in this phase that you want to go inside yourself instead. Maybe you don't want to, but maybe you feel forced to, so you can instate your boundaries. And also, like with this, you are listening to the divine. Here he's checking out the light and trying to find out where to go next. What's the next step? What do I need to do? You can also see that he has the yin and yang symbol there on his shoulder, this person. So he is holding himself back to make a more balanced situation. And the Hermit is he's working on healing himself inside out, so he will start to shine with his own inner light, like his inner space will become something beautiful and enlightened. So it's like you need to put a lot of awareness inside your body, Virgo. Virgo, you are the body, and you are the spiritual part of the body, so you really need to stay with your body so it can heal. Okay. Next card here, really central, is the Ace of Swords that we got, and we see it's still like trial by fire, even though Ace of Swords is air, but it's kind of blood, sweat and tears, victory at last. So it's almost like you have been granted this sword here, you see, from the divine. Speak the truth even if your voice shakes. Maybe you are like 007 now, with the right to tell the truth. Like the Queen of Swords, she is, as I said, silent, but now she's going to need to start saying those words, and I think this is what's up for you here. That what you see is also what you see with the Judgment. You also need to say with your words. The Hermit needs to start talking. The world needs the wisdom from this, and it might mean that just your partner needs your wisdom from you, or your work colleagues or whatever. It's also about giving yourself justice here. This 2 cards is about truth and justice. So you can use this sword for justice, or you can use it to hurt other people. But I really hope, Virgo, that you will use it for justice and tell people like how you see things from your point of view. So they will learn to know you as you have gotten to know yourself. Then you can communicate yourself, what you have found there, to the world. If you don't communicate and tell people who you are, then they don't know you, and you can't really like demand that they will understand you if you haven't communicated yourself. Okay. Next card here underneath the Lovers is 2 of Cups. So this love is persistent. It's not going anywhere. It's just there. And it's a very deep love. But people are obviously going through some deep internal change and reevaluating their lives and such. So maybe it's hard to be together during this time and to find this connection with others when you're working so intensely inside of yourself. And here we have the 8 of Wands. So it looks very clearly to me that you will communicate with someone that you love, or someone that you love will communicate with you. Maybe there will be an apology because you have justice in this communication here. So maybe you will get justice, or you will give yourself justice with the words that you speak. But remember the love. Like let there still be love, even if a person has been victimizing you or being unfair. You can still understand that they did this from their shadow, from a persona that they don't see, and they probably did it from pain. It doesn't justify what they did, but you don't need to become bitter. It's not personal. It's about them and their conscious level. So you can't really take it like, oh, they did this to me. No, they did it out of their unconsciousness. And here you have the future. So the future is going into the second part of January. We will have 2 full moons in January, one with partial lunar eclipse. You can hear that in my astrological video if you check it out. The moon card here, the moon is when you go deep diving, like deep into your feelings, into your body, like with the Hermit. This is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, and you find some truth there. You find something. So you are going even deeper down now. You have already found some truth, and now you're diving even deeper with those double moons, blue moons in January. There will be super moons as well, so hold on. What will happen during those moons cycles, or these full moons, especially the days around full moon, is that if you have pain that you need to address, you will start to feel it during those days, and you just stay with it. If you need, call in sick and just stay with your pain, because you're going to pick up some knowledge there, like something, like a secret. Something will be revealed as the thing that you have learned up to now, and get as a knowledge that you have seen here and becoming so wise. You will get even more wisdom during those cycles. Okay, so the moon. It might be some secrets here in your love relationships. Maybe someone has kept their emotions a secret. That might be it. Or the love is a secret, of course, because you need to hold your horses. You're having self-control, so you don't reveal what you're feeling for the person that you're trying to get on an arm's length distance. So, and he has the 9 of Swords. So you see it comes underneath the Hermit and this 4 of Pentacles. it's like an unsolvable situation, what you feel. Like you love this person, but if you put up boundaries, they are gone. And you still love them. So it's like you're doomed to hell, is what you're feeling here. So I did all this. I put up my boundaries. I went inside and looked at my pain, and here it is, and nothing has changed. So this is how you feel. But the Nine of Swords is the part of the Hermit's journey where he goes alone and bleeds alone and all this. So maybe you need this. Maybe it's going to strengthen you in some way to go here and do this all alone, to see how powerful you are, to actually survive on your own and not knowing if you are loved or not. But Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, the lovers, I think you are. And I think that you will also love. It's just that it doesn't really work right now. So, yes. And here we have the Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles is saying that, yes, you took this tough demeanor or this tough exterior and hold back your love. But it seems like what you will find out is that you still want to work on this situation, even though you walked away with your head held high and you were acting all tough because this was what you were guided to do by the divine. And you hoped that this would be the end of that you wouldn't have to work more on this situation and you wouldn't have to bother more with all these problems. But here with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you now see that you still have some juice left inside of you. You still want to fix it. And you feel maybe foolish because of this. You feel like, I must be stupid. I'm stuck in this hellish situation. Why don't I just get out of there? Why don't I just, find new friends, get a new job, find a new boyfriend or girlfriend, or why don't I just leave the situation? But it seems like something inside of you, something soft and loyal and unconditionally loving, still wants to fix a certain situation. What kind of situation it is, it's up to you to decide. And here we have the Fool. So this is like you're turning totally like 180 degrees. Here you have a lot of boundaries and act so tough, but then you come to some realization and you want to do it all again. And this is what I said, that you feel foolish. Why do I want to do it all again? It's like you want to bang yourself in the head to wake up. But it's something that has been born here, I think, in this pain. You see that something is still worth something to you, and you still want to work on it. This love that you feel for someone. So it's the Fool and Eight of Wands. What we have here is we have Gemini and we have Libra there. Here we have Cancer, and I think this is it's Capricorn, Capricorn or Taurus. Yeah, it's Capricorn, Sun in Capricorn. And here you have a Virgo. This is Scorpio. Here you have Sagittarius. So it's a lot of, I can't see like who you are with. I can't really see. This is Aquarius also. And here you have Cancer. It's a lot of Cancer, but it's a lot of love also in this reading. So Cancer, Pisces. So I can't say who you are with, and I can't say really who it is that's going to come here and do this this foolish thing and start things all over. Or like it's like you're it's starting like ignition, because you feel the love or the big creativity, so you want to start something, and you or someone else wants to start anew. And here's the Six of Pentacles, so it seems like your greatest wish will come true here, because this is, you said, well, I don't want this relationship because I have seen that the love comes tainted, it's not equal. And you tell this to someone and they say, okay, I will make it equal. I will help you to make it equal. And for your point of view, it probably looks like I'm going to be fooled again. They're going to do this to me again. I will never get out of this hellhole, and I'm deliberately going back to this hellhole because I'm stupid. This is what you will feel, or the person will feel that maybe Virgo approach and say, well, I'm sorry, I want to try to make amends, I want to do it good this time. This is Six of Pentacles. It's connected to the Lovers, and it's about making balance and giving back what you have received. And it's the green again with the unconditional love. And you will think that it's only words, that it's not for real. They are just going to, it's like it's a trap. It's a trap, yes. and you, so I don't know what will come out of this. I just see that the love is still there. You still want to work on it, and you feel like you're stupid because of it. That's what I'm seeing. So I hope with the oracle cards, maybe you will get some guidance. Wisdom of the Divination Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed for my dear Virgo. Okay. What can I say? Well, soulmates. So the person that you have been fighting all this off with is probably your soulmate, and it means that they will still be with you in your soul group when you leave this place, but it seems that it means also in this life that you have a hard time letting go, and maybe you're not supposed to. So I will read this a little bit. Essential meanings with the soulmate card is harmonious partnership, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. You are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the result for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life only for a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. So it seems like you might have something still to learn from this ever-going merry-go-round with sitting in this prison with this 8. You had the Strength card 8 also. And it's actually that this full moon will be kind of a little bit of a repetition of what we went through in August with the Lion's Gate. So 8 Lion's Gate. Oh, that wasn't intentional. So I will take also a card for Wild Kuan Yin Oracle for Virgo to see this feeling of stupidness. What are you supposed to do? Like you don't want to feel this way. Above you, Lantern Dancer. And the moon. So the moon is very important. You might want to check out the astrological video, but also go more deeply into checking out other astrology pages and see if you can understand what this is going to apply to for you. It's the first card of this deck also. That's interesting. Okay. So above you, the Lantern Dancer, look beyond what appears to be. Guiding grace like a star in the sky shows the way to what is happening now. I am the Lantern Dancer, lighting the way to a new path, a new reality for you. Even when the moon is full and you believe that you see all as it is, I know that there is something far more beautiful happening. Trust me, and I will show you. So there's a lot of more pages. You can see I can read all this, but I usually just read that. So I leave some things for you that wants to have this deck for yourself, so you have some surprises. So it seems like you are being guided. We saw that with the little bird and this light here, that you are actually being guided through this situation. And it's something more that you need to learn. We can see this snake is reaching for the backpack, so you still have things that needs to reveal itself, and it will probably do so in the different challenging relationship that you live through. I will also take a card from Vibrational Earth Children by Debbie A. Anderson. It's for children, so you can buy this deck for your children, but I will take it for you. Okay, no danger. It looks like the Tower card, so I will try to read a little, but take in consideration that this is for children, so it's going to be a little bit childish because of that. Things that children, how they need to be approached to get the knowledge. Did you know it's okay to make a mistake or goof up? Don't get upset, frustrated, or angry with yourself, and don't try to blame other people. Making mistakes happen sometimes, but we always learn from them. You can't always get it right the first time. Remember, even when you make a mistake, you still tried your best. Look at how to do things better next time. Don't focus on what didn't work. Have the courage to know you can improve things. Vibrational Earth children know there is no danger in persevering. Okay, so I think that it's kind of saying that this person that wants to come to say that they're sorry, they did the best they could also when they were together with you. So I don't know if that's giving you that much hope, but at least you know that they were not out to get you for real. They were just trying to survive, kind of. And also, if you feel like you have done a mistake, it's totally fine to go and ask for apologies. We're not supposed to be perfect. Okay, so my dear Virgo, I hope this helped. I want you to take really good care, and you're welcome back to my mid-month reading for January that I will do in the end of December or beginning of January. Okay, so Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye bye.